Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back. My name is Aria. Thank you for being here. You're looking amazing. You're honestly just glowing. Thank you for showing up, for being here. It is such an honor. I am here in one of my favorite places on earth so far. And I wanted to talk about stepping into our power. So, when I was really allowing myself to sit with this question of how to step into your power, like, how are we actually doing it? A lot of people say, like, step into your power, feel comfortable being you, show up around other people being you, and allow yourself to share your gifts and all of these things. And this was a theme that really came up within the women of our women's circle. And I was feeling it within myself as well. And it allowed me to reflect a little bit more on my own journey and what I've noticed working with others, some soul family within this process of actually stepping into our power. So I have 3 things that I want to share with you. However, these 3 things are really things to dive into within yourself. These are things that you can offer yourself, and this is how we actually open ourselves up to feel even more comfortable and safe in being ourselves and being in our power. All right, so the first one is loving yourself. All right, self-love. And it's not the type of self-love that you carve out in the day, you do your yoga practice, you do your journaling once a day or whatever it may be. No, it's a type of love that you carry with you throughout your day, a type of love that assists you in integration and the embodiment of what you choose to be, the embodiment of your values, the embodiment of how you want to show up, what is actually true and real for you, what feels good. Like, you speaking up for yourself is a form of loving yourself. You setting healthy boundaries is a form of loving yourself. You doing the inner work and really holding yourself, giving yourself compassion is a form of love to yourself. You exercising or eating foods that feel good to you and for your body is loving yourself. You taking yourself out to places that you want to go is loving yourself. Carving out time in your schedule to actually be more present with what you're feeling, what you're experiencing in any situation and any tough times that you're going through, any emotions that are arising, that's a form of loving yourself. So when we want to step into our power, it involves us loving ourselves. It involves us actually having love for ourselves, taking the time that we need to actually regulate our nervous systems. So breathing, really giving ourselves a moment to recognize what is happening in the physical body, really being present with it, asking ourselves questions, talking to ourselves out loud in the mirror, through the journaling, whatever it may be for you. This is all a part of loving yourself, and loving yourself is a form of allowing yourself to step into your power. It's so much easier to actually realize that, oh, like, this is what I want to do. I know this is really good for me and it feels good, and it's a form of loving myself is stepping into my power, is speaking up for myself, is sharing my gifts, is doing this or that or whatever that may look like and feel like to you. And I do believe that it's important to recognize what stepping into your power actually means. What does it mean? Like I said, we hear this just thrown around, and I found myself kind of doing that a few days ago. I was just like kind of saying it, and I'm like, all right, what am I actually saying? And how can I relay that? But at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about what it means to you, what it feels like to you to actually be in your power, to feel powerful, to feel grounded and in alignment. A lot of the time, stepping into our power means being and living and embodying your alignment, which is the grounding into your heart, the grounding into who you truly are. So this comes into our next part of this, is really just knowing yourself. Get to know yourself. Allow yourself moments to be with yourself. Allow yourself moments to be with others, to really get to know what that difference is as well. That'll kind of give you an indication of where you may be holding yourself back, or maybe conforming, or whatever it may be. Maybe some shadows come up, some triggers. Maybe you find yourself acting a little different around other people or alone, or it's really important to get to know yourself because when we open up this awareness of ourselves, it allows us that much more easily to actually see where we get to step into our power even more, and also what that means for us. So you knowing yourself is also knowing your energy. When we are stepping into our power, we are really solidifying I want to say like a shield, or just like this aura of strength and protection, love, beauty, whatever it may be, of you. All right, so when you get to know your energy and how you flow, how your emotions want to flow, you're giving yourself that space through all that self-love, through all that awareness. You get to know how to actually regulate certain emotions. You get to know how to actually speak to yourself. You get to know how to speak with your mind when specific thoughts come up, maybe more intrusive thoughts or more negative thoughts, or just thoughts that are connected to and attached to past stories that are trying to come up, so that the brain can make sense of what's going on here, can bring us back on track. But however, when we are stepping into our power, we are not here to stay on track, all right? We are here to create and just follow the path of what is really true and real for us. So getting to know your energy is getting to know you. So really taking more time out of your day to really love yourself, and also to journal, to write down and just see, like, when your automatic journal, just allowing whatever is coming up and allowing your higher self to really drop in any wisdom that it has for you there. So this is just a reminder to continue doing the inner work, continue expanding your awareness of yourself in relationship, whether that's friendships, more intimate relationships, family, maybe it's just in community or gatherings. Like, notice what your reaction is to things. Really get to know yourself, because a lot of the time I found myself doing this, where I was saying, I don't know why I'm feeling this way, I don't know why I feel lonely, I don't know why this and this and this and this. And this was an opportunity for me to not resist, but actually to recognize that, like, okay, if I actually give myself time instead of judging myself, I can actually see what is actually going on here. So this will also show you where you are judging yourself, where you are being hard on yourself, where you get to surrender to you, surrender to the actual energetic flow that is moving through you. When we're doing this inner work, this is another reminder that we may have one experience, it's wonderful, we may choose something, we may anchor it in, align it, do a practice, whatever it may be, and we get to choose to keep that energy going, the momentum going, with every single choice that we make, all the actions that we take, the little moments that we take to just breathe, to be with ourselves, to actually speak to the mind and be like, all right, I know what's going on here, mind, I know you're trying to tell me what to do and pretend that you're me, but you're not, and this is what's actually going on. So within all of those moments is where the energy gets to continue to go through this pathway within us, just creating new neural pathways, as well as we're creating, integrating, and embodying these new beliefs through these choices, through these actions, through these little moments that we are loving ourselves, getting to know ourselves. So remember that the energy here on earth is not moving as fast as maybe your higher consciousness. So recognize that you could see yourself like, oh, I imagine myself all the way in this place, all the way over there, and and it's like all the way over there, right? No, it's actually right here. It's actually right here. However, we get to allow ourselves to settle into surrender and patience in the process. If you actually go out and look at nature, nature's not rushing to go into summer, or rushing to go into spring, or rushing winter. We can do as much work as we want to allow things to be cleared. However, there takes a level of rest that is needed. There takes a level of surrender and embrace that is needed for that energy to actually get flowing, because things truly do land. Once you stop resisting it, stop saying you don't know, stop pushing things away, expecting yourself to be somewhere that is far away, perceiving that it is far away, that this is a higher point of you that is like something you can't necessarily reach. Recognize if you have that belief within you, because I know I did. Once you stop doing that, things land. You simply are. And you're going to continue to grow and evolve from that space. All right? So the next part, the very last part about stepping into your power that is going to be super helpful is just permission. Actually giving yourself permission to step into your power, to open yourself up, to explore what it feels like to walk in a room feeling like you. Take some time to find a little practice for you, or just something that allows you to really anchor into you, whether that's like through protection and through, mantra. It could be through whatever feels good. It could be dance, shaking, breathing, whatever it may be. practice and give yourself permission to practice stepping into a room as yourself in your full power, and allow the multidimensional versions of yourself to shine through. Because I know for me, and this is something that I've seen reflected back, is that here I'm talking to you can be a little different from me speaking to my siblings or to my partner. And there's just so many different aspects of ourselves that we get to really know and get to play with and give ourselves permission to be more of. And this really asks for deeper respect, because we are respecting ourselves by giving ourselves that love, by getting to know ourselves, by creating that space for ourselves, the compassion for ourselves, and the permission to actually practice being, to actually step into our power, and whatever that means, whatever that feels like, whatever that looks like to you on a moment-to-moment basis. Okay, so honor yourself through this practice, and I hope and I pray that something in here just reminded you or gets you thinking about what it actually means to step into your power, what it means to love yourself in this moment. Like, what is calling to you? How can you be more present and create space for this part of you that wants to shine through, this light that wants to shine through? How can you give yourself more permission to do that? All right, so please do like this video if this served you in any way, and let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you want to share. Like, are there any other tips that you have? Maybe you want to share what stepping into your power means to you. I think that would be super cool if we could write that down in the comments down below and see what it is, amplify it, allow ourselves to hold each other accountable to it. I think that would be super, super fun. And just a reminder to always check the description box below. I'm always putting some fun things that are going on down there. I also have our monthly soul circle going on within the YouTube memberships here. So if you join the channel, we can connect even more, and I can offer more readings. We have more lives, all of the things. So I'd love to see you in there, and shout out to all our members in this space. I'm loving you all so deeply. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your opening and stepping into your power. You're already doing it. Loving you so deeply. Here to support and encourage you always, and I will see you all in another video.